Tonight on Nightline, it's a steal. Going once, going twice. We visit a giant house auction as bargain hunters turn out in force.
Sold it your way at $250,000.
And find their piece of the American dream for 40, 50, almost 70% off. Buried alive, more than 150 people lose their lives in the Italian earthquake. We're live with the latest as rescuers desperately dig by hand for survivors trapped in ruins, and time is fast running out. And Funny Guy. No topic is too taboo, no subject off limits for this critically acclaimed cartoonist. Tonight we go inside the animated world of Seth MacFarlane to see how a penchant for potty humor has made him millions.
From the global resources of ABC News with Terry Moran, Martin Bashir, and Cynthia McFadden in New York City. This is Nightline, April 6th, 2009.
Good evening. Scam artists beware. That was the message today from the Obama administration, which warned that they'll go after anyone who preys on struggling homeowners under the guise of the government's restructuring and refinancing program. The mortgage mess has played a key role in this down economy. But amid the rise in foreclosures, the drop in home values, and the chilly state of the property market, well, we found one place where you can score a very hot deal. As Brian Rooney now reports for the latest installment of our series, Realty Check.
Start the bid, $59,000.
$59,000.
If you're wondering what all the excitement is about, in the middle of a nationwide real estate collapse, the excitement is about buying real estate. The hottest market for real estate in the country just might be in the auction halls, where repossessed houses and condominiums are selling not in months, but in minutes.
Sold it your way at $250,000.
This was Los Angeles on the first day of a 7-day real estate auction that hopscotched through the troubled housing markets of Southern California. Here, the bargain hunters and savvy investors snapped up a couple of hundred homes in just a day.
It's a little bit above what we were intending to, but
it's within the price range of what we wanted to get.
Joanna Sanchez and Luis Herrero had the winning bid on property number 21, once valued at $640,000. Just $382,500.
Right now we're in an apartment. This is our first time for the first home.
So, what made you decide to come the auction route?
We had actually seen this house and we were going to make an offer, and then it went into auction, and it made more sense for us to wait.
And as they signed the papers,
High mid-morning 60, looking for 70.
the action continued. And it's been happening across the country. Last month, 350 homes went on the block in front of 4,000 people at the Javits Convention Center in New York.
At $65,000 a buy, going what?
Another 80 houses went to auction in San Diego. The auction houses are on track to sell as many as 50,000 homes this year, up from 30,000 last year. And the properties that once sold at hyperinflated prices are finding the bottom of the market. This one, valued at $345,000, auctioned for $202,000. $465,000, the gavel came down at $180,000. $320,000, it went for $105,000. Looking at numbers like that, many buyers were here looking for a steal on a place to live.
I think at these auctions, you're seeing about an 85% of the folks showing up here in an LA auction are going to be end users, mom and pops, first-time buyers. The folks that couldn't buy during the height of the market because the prices were out of their means, renters are becoming owners. And there's about 15% of the folks we have here are investors.
Fantastic. I just need to see an ID, cashier's check for $5,000.
Bidders register at the door. They need a $5,000 cashier's check, enough money in the bank to lay down the earnest money, and the ability to qualify for a loan.
We've actually looked at a couple of homes, both for investments, but I grew up in California and the chance to move back.
So you're looking for a house to live in?
Yes.
Cheryl Shine came with her broker. The market has gone so far south, the brokers are chasing their listings into auction.
So we as a listing agent have been holding it and trying to sell it. It didn't sell. So the bank went ahead and gave it to auction, and we still represent it.
We're looking looking at one in Ocean O.
What was like
So,
the previous value
It was
number?
listed on the market as an REO, or bank-owned property, for $299, and the starting bid, I think, is $79,000.
Who came to buy now? 200,000. Who gave 25?
I think the auction process is really the silver lining in this down market, because we're turning houses back into homes. The properties that we're auctioning off today were sitting vacant. What we do is now take them and get them back out into the public.
In San Diego, Marty Caden came to the auction with his daughter Heather acting as his real estate broker. He had his eye on this house, once valued at $1.25 million.
And it's 3,800 square feet, brand new. It needs landscaping, so probably about $60,000-$70,000 investment after purchase it.
525. Subject to confirmation. Sold it at 520,000.
He paid less than half the previous value.
This is it's a custom house. It's a unique house. It's really beautiful inside. It's really clean. So I'm excited.
We got a great deal. A lot of these homes are selling for way below what I expected them to sell for. The last time we were at the auction over a year ago, way higher prices they were going for. I'm shocked.
In Los Angeles, Cheryl Shine took her shot at that house near the beach.
Now 170. Now
It's a nice area to live, but a half lot's like a 3,500 square foot lot. At 150, I was out. Pretty much, this was the house we came for.
You'll try another auction.
I'll keep coming back till I get one. First house.
It did happen, though, for Joanna and Luis, who visited their new house.
We bid $375, and then someone else came up with $380. So at that point, we knew that whatever offer we gave, it would have to be over our own self-imposed limit.
But obviously it wasn't by so much, so we decided it was a great deal to do it.
Did you quickly talk about it? Or?
No. It was mostly just like looking at each other. Shall we do it? Yes.
Someone else's loss is their good fortune. This house will be a home again.
I'm so excited about decorating.
This is Brian Rooney for Nightline in Los Angeles.
Bargain house hunting indeed. Our thanks to Brian Rooney. And when we come back, new details about a pilot's mysterious 7-hour joyride under the escort of U.S. fighter pilots. Plus, a death toll on the rise after the Italian earthquake and the agonizing search for life.
ABC News Nightline, brought to you by Netflix.
Morning movies. Morning. You've all been picked. You're all heading out. Netflix members have made a list of the DVDs they want to see. They'll receive their movies, it's you guys, in about 1 business day. Now, with never a late fee, they can keep you as long as they like. And now, for no additional fee, they can watch some movies instantly on their TV. Let's move it, people. You too, romantic comedy.
Netflix. Rent as many movies as you want for only $8.99 a month. No late fees ever.
I'm taking an antidepressant, but I think I might need more help.
Approximately 2 out of 3 people being treated for depression still have depression symptoms.
I'm on an antidepressant, but I'm still not where I want to be with my symptoms.
If your antidepressant alone isn't enough, talk to your doctor. One option your doctor may consider is adding Abilify. Only Abilify is FDA approved to treat depression in adults when added to an antidepressant. Learn more about Abilify. Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients taking Abilify have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion on Abilify, as these may be signs of a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, as these could become permanent. High blood sugar has been reported with Abilify and medicines like it. In some cases, extreme high blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Other risks include dizziness upon standing, seizures, impaired judgment or motor skills, or trouble swallowing.
Adding Abilify has made a difference for me.
If an antidepressant alone isn't enough, talk to your doctor about the risks and benefits of adding Abilify.
This fiber, I'd had my fill. Then I found Miralax. Miralax relieves constipation with no bloating, no excess gas, no taste, no grit. You'll see, it's clearly different.
Restore your body's natural rhythm with Miralax.
Tomorrow and Wednesday.
Hold on tight, America. Here we come.
It's Miley and Billy Ray. Tomorrow, Miley opens up in the GMA interview. Then Wednesday, the concert event.
It's going to be a rockin' good time.
And where's the only place to see it all?
Good morning, America.
The nerves! Dancing with the Stars, the results live tomorrow at ABC.
It's American Idol winner Taylor Hicks in Grease. Direct from Broadway, it's Time Magazine's #1 musical of the year, featuring all those songs that you love.
April 21st through the 26th at Keller Auditorium. Tickets available at all Ticketmaster outlets or call 503-790-ARTS. Welcome by Fred Meyer and K2.
We have late news tonight about a somewhat baffling story. 31-year-old Yavuz Burke was captured late tonight after allegedly stealing a small aircraft and leading a pair of US F-16s on a joyride that lasted almost 7 hours. He was arrested by the Missouri State Highway Patrol after landing the plane on a road in Elsinore, Missouri. Burke allegedly took a Cessna 172 just before 3 p.m. from the aviation school at Confederation College in Ontario. At 4:43 p.m., 2 US F-16s had intercepted the Cessna and escorted it on an erratic southbound flight pattern over Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Illinois before he finally landed at 9:45 p.m. on US Highway 60 in rural Missouri. Burke, who never acknowledged the other aircraft, allegedly fled on foot but was captured within an hour. There's no word on his motive, and there'll be more on this story tomorrow on Good Morning America. Overseas now, and it's over 24 hours since the residents of several small towns, about 60 miles from Rome, were mercilessly awoken by a powerful earthquake. Entire buildings, some that have survived since the Middle Ages, were decimated, and the grim ritual of searching for survivors has continued throughout the day. Miguel Marquez now reporting from the devastation.
The earthquake struck with incredible force, devastating the mountainous region east of Rome. Town after town, building after building reduced to rubble. Many people escaped wearing little more than their pajamas. This man was among the lucky. 1 minute he was asleep, the next he was being pulled from the rubble, wearing only his underwear, grateful to be alive. The search continues. This afternoon, rescuers went house to house with dogs searching for survivors, and tonight heavy equipment moved into some of the worst hit buildings. The quake was so powerful, roads cratered, swallowing up cars whole. By morning, the full extent of the damage was brutally clear. Bodies laid in the street. Lara Paolini, an American violinist, has lived here for more than 20 years.
It was like a bomb dropping and the whole house shaking.
Is your violin okay?
It's in the house, so we put it in a cupboard. I hope it's okay.
In L'Aquila, the hospital was so badly damaged, the injured were treated in the parking lot. At the local university, part of the dorm collapsed. 1 student died. Tonight, 8 others are still missing. Among all this tragedy, though, there were dramatic rescues.
Just last night, what's behind me was a 4-story building. Now it's completely pancaked. Rescuers are going through it brick by brick, bucket by bucket, gingerly. They believe that there is a woman in there trapped alive.
After hours of digging, a 21-year-old woman emerged, only her collarbone broken. For weary firefighters, it was a reason to celebrate. We dug slowly with our hands, he says. When we saw her move and that she could talk, it gave us energy to rescue her. But for every celebration today, there were many more letdowns. We drove from L'Aquila, the largest town in the region, to the epicenter. Along the way, a trail of destruction. In Tempera, the 16th century church that stood as high as this tree is now gone. Most of the historic downtown area badly damaged or destroyed. Rescuers could only wait for heavy machinery to come to dig out the dead. This is the worst I've ever seen, says this firefighter. It will be days before we can account for everyone. Then we moved on to one of the towns hit hardest by the quake.
This is the town of Pecanica. This is as close to the epicenter as we can get. Police here say that as much as 70% of the buildings here look like this.
Many of the buildings here date back 800 years. They are historical masterpieces, damaged or destroyed. What upsets people most in this area? They say politicians didn't do enough to warn them of the impending disaster. All politicians are terrible, he says, both left and the right. They knew this was happening and did nothing about it. Let them come here. I'll hang them.
Ore 3:30 di questa notte.
An amateur seismologist recently predicted an earthquake would hit an area not far from here, but expert seismologists say it is impossible to predict an earthquake. The government here has pulled out all the stops in providing rescuers and assistance to the now homeless, numbering as many as 70,000. Adding to the misery of so many people looking for a hot meal and a place to sleep, rain for much of the afternoon and into the evening. Tonight, a muddy field has been transformed into a tent city. These 6 friends are squeezing into 2 small tents.
What do you think of this? What cosa pensiamo di questo? What do you... È una tragedia.
It's a tragedy, he says. Some of our friends died and there may be more. On top of it all, our town is completely destroyed. A region devastated and thousands of people trying to figure out where to go from here. I'm Miguel Marquez for Nightline in L'Aquila, Italy.
Our thanks to Miguel Marquez, and we'll be right back.
What are you waiting for? All around the world, men with erectile dysfunction have asked their doctors about Cialis. Ask your doctor if a Cialis option is right for you. Because in addition to 36-hour Cialis, there's another dosing option. Cialis for daily use, a low-dose tablet you take every day, so you can be ready anytime the moment is right.
Tell your doctor about your medical condition and all medications, and ask if you're healthy enough for sexual activity. Don't take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Don't drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, stop taking Cialis and call your doctor right away.
36-hour Cialis or Cialis for daily use. So when the moment is right, you can be ready.
You guys are more interested in chocolate chips than microchips. What's technology's role here?
The way I think technology really fits is in making connections. You know, there's an incredible amount of knowledge in Nestle, but it requires one of our scientists in Sri Lanka to talk to one of our marketing people in Brazil, and ultimately with a product technologist in Russia. I do see us connecting much more internally. That's where I see huge opportunities to save money and be more innovative.
Please! Not your usual cases.
You're not the pizza guy.
And this isn't a porn film. Not your usual cops.
You're trying to kill yourself. Don't do it when I'm around.
ABC's The Unusuals. Series premiere Wednesday, 10/9 Central on ABC.
Okay. All right. No, not my wife. Yours. Feels like mine. I talked to her enough. And I think she knows I'm lying. Look, you're a great guy. But when you're playing, you're different. And it sure doesn't seem like you're having much fun. No, you can't borrow $10. Again? Come on, dude. Do you really want to be that guy?
Need help with a gambling problem? Call 877-MY-LIMIT. Treatment is free, confidential, and it works.
Save today on Comcast during our limited time sale. Add the services you don't have to become a 3-product customer. And enjoy each new service for only $29.99 per month for 6 months. Digital cable with over 10,000 shows on demand. Plus, get Showtime free for 6 months, too. Comcast high-speed internet with Power Boost. And home phone service with unlimited nationwide calling. Become a 3-product customer today and enjoy 6 months of savings. And Showtime free for 6 months. Call now.
This is your captain speaking. We are 14th in line for takeoff.
Beep, beep, beep. Looks like it's bumper to bumper on the interstate.
Well, I gotta get to Cleveland.
Should have skipped that second soda.
Remember your belt, your watch, your shoes?
I wonder what gas costs today.
$7 for a pillow. An extra bag costs what?
I hate traffic.
The train is now arriving.
The train has arrived indeed. Amtrak. Enjoy the journey.
Take one Honda Pilot and one Honda Odyssey.
Add a 5-star crash safety rating to both, then make them a top safety pick, and it can help you lower your insurance costs, which is one reason why they have a low cost of ownership. That's how you become the best-selling minivan and mid-sized SUV. Go to Edmunds.com for an independent report on the true cost to own a Pilot or Odyssey. And then see your Honda dealer for great leases and low financing.
Nightline continues from New York City with Martin Bashir.
His sense of humour may not appeal to everyone. It's often base, insulting and blasphemous. But to many, it's also the stuff of comedic genius. And at just 35, it's made him the highest-paid TV writer in history. Bill Weir now meets Seth MacFarlane for our series, Seriously Funny.
This is a room full of classically trained musicians, capable of everything from Brahms to Irving Berlin. But today, they are giving orchestral heft to cartoon jokes about bowel movements. The cartoon's creator wouldn't have it any other way.
The art of orchestration is something that just does not exist anymore. When I hear what's on the radio today and I just can't, it doesn't stimulate my brain, it doesn't ask anything of me.
But a 50-piece orchestra behind a poop joke.
Still legit.
In a town full of talent, Seth MacFarlane is a rare quadruple threat. A guy who can write comedy, score music, animate characters, and provide their voices.
What were you trying to get out of your butt?
It was just itchy.
I don't believe you.
Add an encyclopedic knowledge of pop culture and a reverence for the golden age, and you get Talking Babies inspired by Rex Harrison and My Fair Lady.
Should we ask this baggage to sit down, or should we just throw it out of the window?
Good day to you, sir. And now prepare to die. And alien versions of Paul Lynde in Bye Bye Birdie.
I don't care. I changed my mind. Who ate all the pecan sandies?
After college, you got a job as an animator with Hanna-Barbera. And at age 25, Fox made him the youngest person to ever helm a network primetime show. Family Guy premiered after the 1999 Super Bowl.
See, that's the worst we got is Jemima's Witnesses.
And before long, the show was canceled. Twice. But a cult following devoured cable reruns and DVDs, and MacFarlane soon got a call no one in Hollywood ever gets.
And they said, we want to put this thing back into production. And I about fell out of my chair.
Less than a decade later, at age 35, he is reportedly the highest-paid writer-producer in television history.
I can't wait to have as much money as Seth to not have to, worry about what you say to anyone.
I would imagine, adjusted for inflation, somebody like Norman Lear made more than me.
Yeah.
I would certainly hope so.
But how do you feel about that perception?
I don't mind it.
Especially considering his vast number of angry critics, who fall into distinct groups. First, there are the celebrities he skewers.
Okay, let me just go ahead and stop you right there. You sound terrible.
There are people that I avoid. If I ever saw Christina Aguilera at a party, believe me, I would just go hide my face in the potato chip bowl.
You look like if I touched you, you'd be sticky, and frankly, you smell bad.
Then there are the animation purists who dismiss his work as crudely drawn and derivative. Some hate his tangents.
Oh, crap.
When a storyline veers off into a meaningless chicken fight. The debate has even sparked a kind of cartoon war with other shows.
If you don't want to see crude, lowbrow programming disappear from the airwaves, please call now.
The Simpsons took a few shots at us, and we lobbed one back. Really, Matt Groening is a friend of mine. I have nothing but warm feelings about that show.
What about South Park?
They can go to hell.
Here we are, the Family Guy writing staff.
I sense there's some anger there.
But like those other cartoons, his shows raise the most ire with religious and parental watchdog groups. If there is a taboo line, chances are MacFarlane has leaped over it.
You have AIDS. Yes, you have AIDS. Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS.
I just started jotting down some of the topics covered and some of the jokes made at the expense of paraplegics, the deaf, pedophilia, bestiality, AIDS. You've got an opera version of the Nicole Simpson murders, the JFK Pez dispenser where candy comes out of his wound.
Yeah.
Where's the line for you? Is there a line? Or is
The JFK Pez dispenser, I wish we'd never done.
Really?
Yeah, that was just over the line. When you're nose deep in this stuff, you're going to cross the line occasionally.
This board in his writer's room carries a list of topics they try not to cover too often. But because his show is rated inappropriate for kids under 14, he is unapologetic about most of his material.
It's not like television is a God-given right. You hear the Parents Television Council raving about Family Guy did this. Nobody's forcing you to watch this show. They say, is this taste? No, it's not. It's terrible taste. That's what's funny.
But they make the argument, with an animated show, a kid is going to stop the remote.
But animation, when it was conceived in what, the 20s, it was marketed to adults.
Yeah.
And you can't hold a whole medium hostage because you think this is who it might appeal to.
Joke about your bowels and they order in the troops. Any baby with a brain could tell them everybody poops.
What's been your biggest battle with the FCC?
Poop jokes are the single biggest offender, which shocks the hell out of me. Your tax dollars at work, America.
You'll never win by messing with the fellas at the freaking FCC.
If they said to me, you can have one phrase that you can use that's not allowed on TV as an expletive, it would be Jesus Christ. Because I'm from New England. People go, Jesus Christ. You know, it's just how people talk. And that's the most frustrating for me, is that there are times when Peter has to say, damn it, and it just doesn't have that extra punch. As, you know, the New England guy shouting, God damn it, you know.
Is it true that if you use Jesus Christ as an exclamation, you then have to show?
He has to be in the room.
He has to be there.
Yeah. You can't say Jesus Christ as an expletive, but if you say it, you can widen to him, you know, in bed with a hooker, and then it's fine.
Do you think under a Democratic administration, you're going to be able to get away with more?
No. There's nothing to be politically gained by stepping forth and saying, I'm going to be the more poop jokes on TV candidate, you know?
Perhaps, but here's one sign that taboos change. In the early days of Family Guy, Coca-Cola pulled their sponsorship after viewers complained. Now, Baby Stewie stars in Coke ads alongside Charlie Brown and Underdog. Fox is adding a third McFarlane show to their Sunday night lineup, and Google just gave them an unprecedented deal to create original shorts for major sponsors.
I am the ghost of Christmas past. What the hell? Oh, wrong house, wrong house.
Whenever we start a script, I'm always just filled with the crippling feeling that, like, oh, God, we're not going to be able to do it. You know, we used up all the funny last week. There's none left. I think that is healthy. I think once you start to truly believe that you're doing good work, that's when you start to suck.
I'm Bill Weir for Nightline in Los Angeles.
Our thanks to Bill Weir. And when we come back, time for tonight's closing argument.
When it comes to protecting yourself, you may think, if I only had a gun. But would you be able to defend yourself in a crisis? And what about the pull of guns on kids? Diane Sawyer investigates with David Muir, If I Only Had a Gun, Friday at 10/9 Central.
When is a single not a single? When it's turned into a smile. Because for just under $1, we can whip up a delicious Kraft Singles grilled cheese sandwich with a bowl of yummy tomato soup. And that means lots and lots of smiles. Who knew a single could be worth so much? Kraft Singles. Goodness squared.
Did you know that wall and ceiling cracks can be an early sign of foundation problems? Did you know that your damp basement or crawl space can cause serious mold and allergy problems for you and your family, as well as increasing the cost to heat your home? Did you know that Terra Firma can provide solutions to all these problems? Call now for a free inspection by your local expert. You're on solid ground with Terra Firma. Price guaranteed, work guaranteed. Call Terra Firma, 452-4049.
May I help you?
Hi, I need to start saving on car insurance.
Money a bit tight?
Yeah, I've had to cut back, sell some stuff, like his watch.
Ah, we can help you save because we instantly compare your Progressive Direct rate with rates from other top companies. Watch this. Nice savings.
This means I can buy my watch back.
Oh, this watch?
Yeah, not for sale.
That's cold.
Making sure you get a great deal. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Hi there. Looks like you found your car insurance.
Yeah, but wow, it looks like you guys have everything.
We sure do. We help millions of people save. Look, we're #1 in motorcycle insurance, a leader in boat and RV, and...
Oh, wait, let me guess. You're the #1 truck insurer.
Wow, first guess!
Nailed it.
You're psychic! What am I thinking of right now?
Tacos?
Helping you save money no matter what you drive. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Dr. Jerry Darm discusses LipoLift, available now at Aesthetic Medicine.
So the LipoLift can reduce fat deposits in the tummy, on the thighs, in the love handles, and you can take off inches in a matter of weeks.
With over 30,000 successful procedures, discover for yourself why Aesthetic Medicine has grown to become one of the largest medical spas on the West Coast. Call today for a free consultation or visit online at drdarm.com.
K2 News, winner for best continuing coverage.
Time now for tonight's closing argument. Air Force Staff Sergeant Philip Myers, killed serving in Afghanistan, came home last night. Unlike any fallen service member since 1991, his return was covered by the press, who were given permission by his family under a new rule for covering these homecomings, which is just now coming into effect. So tonight we ask, should the public be able to see the flag-draped coffins as they return home? Tell us what you think by clicking on the Nightline page.